In this video, I am discuss about the secondary active transportation. What is active transportation? Active transportation means the movement of substances from the low concentrations to high concentration. There are two types of transportations: primary and secondary active transportation. Yes. So in this primary active transportations, we have learned about the movement of the sodium or potassium from low concentrations to high concentration, but there need a energy. Okay, ATP. We need the energy. So in this is the plasma membrane and this is the channel protein, and in channel protein, so the movement of the sodium, it means this is the sodium, and in sodium ion, the movement of sodium ion from the low concentrations to high concentration. So in these conditions we need some energy, so ATP come here, and then ATP, when hydrolysis, converted into phosphate and ADP. Okay, so actually this ATP, which actually helps to transport the sodium from low concentrations to high concentration. Yes. And then the secondary active, this is primary. What is secondary active transport? In secondary active transportation, the concentration of sodium is very high in the one side. Okay, so in this, the movement of the sodium from the high concentrations to low concentrations, along with the along with another molecule, another substances, is also transport or also move with them. Okay, so in this condition, the sodium ionic concentration gradient, which uses to transport the another substances from the low concentrations to high concentration. So this is the secondary active transportations where we use the ionic concentration gradient, such as sodium or H plus ionic concentration gradient. So in secondary active transportation, there are two transportations. First is symporter. Okay, first is symporter, and the another is the antiporter. Another is the antiporter. So one by one discuss about that. Okay. So first is the antiporter and the another is the symporter. What is the antiporter? Okay, this is plasma membrane, this is the channel carrier protein, this is plasma membrane carrier protein. First we discuss about antiporter. This is extracellular fluid and this is the intracellular fluid. Okay, in extracellular fluid, the concentration of sodium, this is the sodium ion, the concentration of sodium is very high. The concentration of sodium is very high in the extracellular fluid, and the another side, the other substances such as the calcium ion or any other substances, the concentration is very low. Okay, so the concentration of sodium is very high. Okay, and this is the calcium, the concentration of calcium is very low. The movement of the sodium from the high concentrations to the low concentrations, along with the another substances, the movement of calcium from the low concentrations to high concentration. So this is the antiporter. The movement of the two substances is a different direction, this is called as the antiporter. So the sodium move from high concentrations to low concentration, and in the another direction, the calcium move from from the low concentrations to high concentration. Yes, same as that, the movement of the sodium from the high concentrations to low concentration, and in the another means the different directions, the movement of the H plus ion from the low concentrations to high concentration. Yes, so there is need and help the sodium to transport the another substances from low concentrations to high concentration. Yes, this is the same porter, this is extracellular fluid and this is the intracellular fluid. The concentration of sodium is very high. Actually sodium helps to transport the another substances. Yes, so the movement of the sodium from the high concentrations to low concentration, same as that, the movement of the glucose, This is the glucose molecule, and actually these glucose molecules move from the low concentrations to high concentration, but both molecules, sodium and glucose, in the same direction. This is called as symporter. Sim means same. Another is the movement of the sodium from the high concentrations to low concentration, and same as that the amino acid move from the low concentrations to high concentration. Yes, so glucose and amino acid move along with the sodium in same direction. This is called as the symporter. So these are the antiporters and symporters.